A lot of women default to the version of femininity that they most often have seen get rewarded with protection and devotion because they have not seen enough examples of women being adored in their full power. Most of us did not grow up having the Cleopatra archetypes as our neighbor. Most of us did not grow up watching a woman who was fully in her power, yet fully adored, fully desired, fully protected and respected at the same time. But we have seen plenty of examples of cute, helpless, soft women being protected. And since the majority of women have an intrinsic emotional need to feel chosen, cherished, and protected, when we enter a relationship or when we really like someone and we start to crave their tenderness and their protection, we often unconsciously reach for the version of femininity that seems the safest. That is, the sweet one, the silly one, the goofy one, the harmless one. But history and art and media is full of women who had nothing to do with a damsel in distress, who were intelligent, strategic, sensual, commanding, dangerous even, and they still created devotion, protection, desire, and even myth around them. The truth is not that only helpless women are loved. The truth is that helpless women are coherent in their helplessness. That is the secret of why they inspire devotion and you don't. For them, that is their actual mode. That is who they are. So they are consistent in their thing. But a lot of powerful women are not coherent in their power. They are powerful half of the time, and then the moment that they crave tenderness, protection, or reassurance, they start trying to perform the damsel because they secretly believe that that is the only version of femininity that gets adored. And that is where the attraction collapses, because there is nothing more repulsive than inauthenticity and incoherence. Your presence is signaling I am powerful, but your behavior is signaling please love me as if I am helpless. And people can feel the mismatch. So the solution to get what you want, which again is love, adoration, and devotion, is not to become less powerful, but to stop abandoning your actual form of power every time you want to be loved. If you are not the damsel, please stop auditioning for love through the damsel archetype. Double down on the real thing, double down on who you really are, and watch the magic happen. Be unapologetic for long enough and watch the magic happen. Stop crumbling every time you feel a bit of discomfort and watch the magic happen. Understand that staying in the archetype that is actually yours is mentally harder than giving up power and defaulting to I'm cute, I'm goofy, I'm harmless, please protect me, because many of us were raised by a generation of parents who carried deeply rooted beliefs that female power is dangerous. So for you to now embody your real power consistently, you have to repeatedly go against the mentality with which you were raised for at least your first 18 years of life. And that is the best case scenario, assuming you left home at 18 and somehow immediately stopped absorbing those beliefs, which is for most people not even the case. So I understand that it's not easy, but just like everything else, it gets better with practice. Eventually, you train your nervous system to feel safe holding actual power, and eventually it stops being something that requires so much energy and it becomes something that feels like second nature. And that is when things start falling into place, because there are people who will adore what you have to offer deeply, but they need to be able to actually see it without you constantly interrupting the signal.